Financial modeling is a core skill that is almost mandatory for anyone who wants to start a career in finance. It is also important for anyone who wants to start his or her own business, and even useful for sales or marketing professionals as it comes handy for bidding in projects, determining payback or utility of campaigns, and so on. Whenever we need to make a financial decision, we make a projection of what revenue and costs are likely to be in the future. And on the basis of such projections, we evaluate whether it's a wise decision or not. In a stock market analysis, we do the analysis of the historical revenue and costs, and then we project it on the basis of the information which we have, the research that we do, and then we find a value of the share to determine whether to buy that stock or sell that stock. So where can you apply financial modeling? You can apply it in investment banking or equity research. Financial modeling is the basic tool for fundamental analysis and valuations. Investment banker use the financial modeling skill, to arrive at a valuation in an M&A transaction, that is merger and acquisition transaction, or a fundraising transaction. Equity analysts use it to value stocks and come up with buy, sell, or hold recommendations. You can also use financial modeling in project finance or credit rating. Financial model help bankers, credit analysts to project future revenues and costs and to make informed judgment about the project viability, as I spoke earlier. They are then able to decide if they should extend loans or what the credit rating of a company should be. So before giving a loan, a bank will make a financial model, will look whether this company will be able to repay the loan or not, will be able to pay the interest or not, and then only the bank will go forward and give the loan or approve the loan or disapprove the loan, depending upon the ability of the capability of the borrower to repay, to pay back the loan. Corporate finance. So another application can be in corporate finance, where companies use financial modeling to assess their own finances and projects. So there are many ideas, many projects with a company at one point in time. So a project finance guy or a corporate finance guy will do a capital budgeting, because capital is limited. So out of all the projects which are possible, you have to come up with some projects which are economically viable. How will you do it? You will forecast, you will see what is the return on investment on which project, and you will go with the higher return on investment project. So you will learn how to do this while learning financial modeling. Entrepreneurs or private equity guys, they also use this thing, financial modeling, to forecast their financials, to set the sales target for the sales team, to set some target, some milestone in their mind. For example, how what they want to achieve, what kind of growth they want to achieve in next 5 years, and accordingly they can model it. Accordingly, they can find out that how many employees they need, how many sales guys they need, and what the target for each sales guy should be. There are many types of financial models. So they can vary in form, type, and complexity based on the purpose for which they are built. It can be done in a single sheet, or it can be done in many sheets, a workbook. There will be several links across the different workbooks as well, so it can be very complex, or it can be very simple also. So to start with, Proschool looks at this as building blocks. So you have to, Proschool will teach you very simple stuff first, and then will complicate it a little, and will complicate further, and eventually you will learn how to value a company using a DCF valuation. That is discounted cash flow analysis. This is one type of financial model, that is valuation using DCF. There can be other models, like in case of merger and acquisition, you can make a LBO model if you are taking debt. Not taking debt, you can make a simple M&A model, and make a project finance model to evaluate whether to invest in this project or not. So there are many kinds, many types of financial model which you can make, but then eventually logic is something which prevails. Logic is something which is very important, and if you are really good at logic, if you think yes, I can quickly do this, then financial modeling is for you. If you really are able to relate to these things, like you should not invest in each and every idea that comes to you, because the capital is limited, the time is limited. So you should do some rationing based on which you should invest in a few projects, not all of them, and then make it happen. Basically the output should come out. So you can go in the description box and find a link to the course. You can click on it and you can book a demo session. You can see how the classes go on. You can do an online session or you can do offline classroom session, demo session in all these centers. We are located at all these places. So you can call them, you can book a demo session and you can look how things go on and you can decide on your own whether you have to go into this or not. As this is a mandatory skill, almost mandatory, everyone should know. Buy side, sell side, everyone should know this skill. If you are doing CFA, if you are not doing CFA, you should know financial modeling. So that is the reason why you should go ahead and take a demo class and then decide on your own whether you have to go forward with this or not. According to me, if you are in this domain, you should definitely go forward with this. You should not think twice. ज़्यादा सोचने की ज़रूरत नहीं. You should not think twice. You should, take a demo session. You like it, go for it. If you don't like it, maybe you give some time, research a little bit more, and then you can come one more demo session, and then maybe you can decide quickly. So as fast as you decide, your time is saved. If you are saving time, then basically you are saving money as well. So why not invest in yourself? Go for it. And this is a very short course. It's not like 1 year course. It's just 4 months course. So in 4 months you can dramatically change your abilities, your skills. So after doing this course, your skills set will include obviously Excel. You will know Excel really nicely. You will know FSA, that is financial statement analysis. You will be able to analyze income statement, balance sheet, cash flow statement. You will be good at project finance models. For example, which project to invest into, whether we should invest in a project or not based on the return on investment the project is giving. And you will be adept at making valuation models where you will be able to find whether the company is overvalued, undervalued, or fairly valued. So these things, these skills you can write it in your CV. And once these skills are there in your CV will really look good for a lot of profiles. For example, investment banking profiles. For example, equity research profiles. So these two profiles are really hot profiles today, and these are core finance profiles. If you really want to get into these two profiles, you should look at financial modeling very seriously. If you are considering equity research as your job, maybe the next switch, or as a first job, maybe you are a fresher, or maybe you are working somewhere else, you want to get into equity research, then financial modeling is the skill to go for. Investment banking, if you are looking at investment banking as your first job, or you want to switch into investment banking, you should look financial modeling as the first option to go for. Once you have done this, put all the skills in your CV. Once all the skills are there in your CV, you start applying to the companies on the job portals, and I am sure that you will get the shortlist. After getting shortlist, you will be required to know a little bit more, not only the technical skills, but the communication skills are important as well. Aptitude is important as well, because many companies, they take aptitude test. Proschool will not only help you in the technical stuff, that is the financial modeling technical skills, but also will help you in the aptitude part of it, and also will help you in the communication part of it. So it's a holistic learning where we will prepare you for your first job maybe, or for your switch into core finance profiles, for example, investment banking, equity research profile, or a valuation profile, or a project finance profile, that is a corporate finance profile. So all these profiles will open for you. So this is a must-have skill, and according to me, you should not think twice. You should go for it. Learn this, have it in your kitty, put it in your CV, and you can look forward. When we look at a mountain, if we see at the peak, we are afraid. We are looking. Suppose the peak is CFO. Suppose you want to become CFO one day, Chief Financial Officer. But if you look at the peak, then it's like very horrific. It's like, oh my God, it's a long way to go. So it's very horrible. It's frightening. But if you really look at milestone ways, then the first milestone you should be achieving is complete the financial modeling course. Once you are done with that, there will be many ways which will be open for you to take, and then you can reach slowly, you can climb the mountain slowly, and definitely one day you will reach the peak. Thank you so much for watching. Please like the video, subscribe if you have not subscribed till now. Thank you so much, guys.